The Legion has so many books, even more than we had at the Abbey.
Please spend your currency at local markets. Please comply with all local laws and customs.
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Ah, half a minute there. You came from the chapter house, did you not? Tell me, is it true? Has the Legion returned?
Only a few of us. But yes, we've reclaimed the old chapter house.
Ha! Let them laugh at me now! Meister Wolf, with his silly dreams of radiant children and prophecies of the Legion's return.
I'm here to address the Meisters. We want to propose an alliance against Jane Cassinder.
An alliance? That'll be tricky business. I can force them to give you a hearing, at least. I'll warn you, though, they're scared. Scared of Jane Cassinder and her armies. Scared that we'll lose our republic if she takes the city by force. And scared of other things, too.
The Meisters are scared of something else. Something inside the city?
No, forget I spoke of it. The other Meisters will know you've been talking...
I'm ready to address the Meisters.
Capital! I shall go on ahead and announce you. We'll await you inside. Gentlemen and goblins, order! Council recognizes the envoy from the 10th Legion.
Meister Wolf tells us that you propose an alliance. A grave matter indeed. Perhaps our colleague forgot to emphasize how deeply we value our neutrality.
A war with Jane Cassinder would risk the very life of our republic. What do we gain by siding with the Legion?
The Royal Army is destroyed. It's only a matter of time before Jane Cassinder turns against you. Let us help protect your city.
A fair point. We are reasonable fellows, and we know that Jane Cassinder looks upon Stonebridge with covetous eyes. Nonetheless, you can understand why some in the city might fear the Legion's return.
Countless legionnaires were murdered in our streets. People might think that you've come to seek revenge.
Forget the past. Those murders are 30 years gone. We came here to reconcile, not for revenge.
Words alone are unlikely to sway our good citizens. Perhaps if we form a committee, study the problem for several months or a year.
Nonsense! The Legion is no threat. There's far more dangerous things in this city, if you would only open your eyes.
Ah, our colleague again speaks of the dapper old gent, no doubt.
Indeed, sir, I do. You think that the trouble in the foundry is not the work of the gent?
Wolf, you didn't say anything about the foundry before.
Bad business. The foundry supplies power to all of Stonebridge, but now it's gone silent, and no one knows why.
Meister Wolf, let us not turn aside from the matter at hand. We owe the Legion our vote.
No, wait. That hardly seems fair. Force a vote now, and it will assuredly go against the Legion. I propose a recess. Let us each speak privately to the Legionnaires so that we can reach an informed and impartial judgment.
Sounds like a reasonable idea. We agree.
Indeed, well spoken, Meister Mudgutter. Any objections? None? Council declares a recess. We shall reconvene after the Legion envoy has spoken to each of my esteemed colleagues, and all are prepared to render a judgment.
So the Legion has come looking for my vote. These are perilous times. An entangling alliance is hardly prudent. But I forget my manners. I am Rorik Castle, City Meister and Factol of the Ironmongers.
In the council meeting, Wolf said something about the Foundry. Is that your responsibility?
Ah, yes. That is our responsibility. The Foundry is the wellspring of our city's prosperity. We keep the economy in motion, and we are the drumbeat of progress.
Your guild is obviously important. We need friends like you, and we're willing to prove our goodwill.
If you wish to be of service, there is a certain problem that requires attention. The Foundry is presently overrun. It's the blasted Cyclopses. They were docile workers for years, but something in them snapped, and they've brought the Foundry to a standstill.
Why would they do this? Do you have any idea?
None at all. But I'm not involved in the day-to-day supervision of their work. Speak to my foreman, Mr. Snell, at the Foundry. He will explain our predicament in greater detail.
Ah, the envoy from the Legion. Is there something else you need?
You were elected to lead the city?
By a popular vote of almost 70%. Not counting the automatons, of course. Our mayor is elected from among the Meisters, the leading citizens of the town. It's a far better system than we used to have. We put an end to all that autocratic nonsense not long after the Old Kingdom collapsed. Our city has been a free republic for the past 30 years.
What can we do to win your vote? An alliance will benefit us both.
There's that word again. Alliance. You won't think ill of me, I hope, if I express a certain degree of concern. But I shall respect the wishes of the other Meisters. If you can convince my colleagues to take your side.
I won't take any more of your time. Good day.
Indeed.
Ah, yes. I was wondering when you'd come and harass me. No doubt you're here to solicit my vote for your organization.
Let's get right to the point. What can the Legion do to earn your support?
Well, you could help me alphabetize court documents, but a better use of your talents would be to help me with an investigation. Normally, I'd have Wolf handle the situation, but it happens to involve a sizable degree of danger, and Wolf is too important to risk.
If this is the price for your support, I accept. Just tell me what you need.
So, the matter at hand. We've had numerous reports of masked individuals hauling automatons into the crypts under the city. Whatever their aim, they are slowly eroding our defenses, and that is intolerable, especially with Jane Cascinder and her army on the loose. If someone was to enter the crypts and purge them of these criminals...
Have many of your automatons gone missing?
Only a few have gone missing. More troubling is that a few have returned looking like they were opened and studied.
You said that these crypts are underneath the city?
Indeed. Old records refer to them as the Crypts of the Sacred Blood, a vast network of tunnels extending from the farmlands in the south. With every passing generation, further tunnels are dug. No one has charted them all. The crypt in question is cut off from the rest, thanks to a tunnel collapse some years back.
Consider it done. We'll be back when we've dealt with these criminals.
Well then, if you keep your word, I shall do the same and cast my vote in support of the Legion. Good day.
Your face is awfully familiar. Aren't you one of our professors from the Department of Magic? Yes, of course. Reinhardt, isn't it? The promising young fellow. So you've thrown in your lot with the Legion, have you? I'm afraid I can't give you my vote, even if you are a college man. My mind is made up. Stonebridge will have no entangling alliances.
Why are you so eager to dismiss the Legion?
I trust the Legion. What I don't trust is this city. It has a dark history with the Legion. Some doors should remain closed. Personally, I wish you great success in restoring the Legion, but I don't feel my vote for you is in the best interest of Stonebridge.
Are you sure there's nothing we can do to win your vote?
At the moment, no. But worry not, I'm sure the other Meisters will vote for you if you sate their self-interested needs. Now, I do have a task or two for you. It's not going to win over my vote, but I would find a way to repay your efforts. Long ago, the Legion served as the mediator of first and last resort. When an argument ran out of control, the Legion offered counsel.
Is the court system of Stonebridge inadequate?
For now, you will arbitrate civil matters that are beyond the purview of the courts. Mudgutter and his barristers will handle the criminals. Your first task is to handle a situation with a prisoner of ours, a Krug. He has no crimes charged against him, but his fate is disputed. Many argue he's safer in prison. Others want him free. He's here in the Meister Hall's jail. Make your inquiries there, then tell the automaton who presides over the jail what you've decided. It's hardly dragon slaying, but if you're true to the Legion, you'll have time for small matters. Go on now, I've got work to do.
Welcome back.
Can you...
What do you need to know?
So you're the new master of the college?
Yes, they appointed me a few months ago when old Professor Gibbergast retired. Wanted to spend more time with his wards, he said. Strange fellow. I think he went a little funny in the noggin. As for me, well, I suppose I've been...
I worry what this will mean.
Take care.
You'll have my vote. It's the others who will need convincing.
During the council meeting, you said something about the dapper old gent.
Understand, what I tell you now must be held in the strictest confidence. For a great many years, Stonebridge has been haunted by a most elusive villain. He appears out of thin air, wherever and whenever he likes. Confounds my constables at every turn. Even the automatons, mind you.
What crimes has he committed?
Theft, sabotage, wanton destruction of city property. Lately, his schemes have taken a sinister turn. Less thieving and more mayhem. Almost as if he hates Stonebridge and all its people. All the scoundrels of the city worship him.
Does this man have a proper name?
Only a few witnesses have seen him, but they all say that he's exquisitely dressed, an elderly gentleman of quality. Someone started calling him...
You employ automatons as town constables?
Indeed! They're disciplined, tireless, and they follow orders without question. Far better than the lazy lugs that we... Right. Something else you need.
Can you tell me anything about the other Meisters? Anything that might help me convince them?
Meister Grimmelhaus, the mayor, he'll vote with the majority. Always does. So it comes down to the other three. Castle, Mudgutter, and Fiddlewick.
Can you tell me anything
He's a hard-bitten man. Likes nothing so much as sweat on a workman's brow. Castle is the guild master of ironmongers. The most powerful...
Mudgutter can't be very pleasant with a name like that.
Not pleasant as such. Mudgutter is a goblin, after all, and a barrister on top of that. But one can admire his efficiency. Pass a contract before his eyes, and he will remember every clause, no matter how...
Fiddlewick is an odd name. What's he like?
A soft-hearted little fellow, always arguing with Castle over some question of wages or social class. Fiddlewick is master of the college, so he has a permanent seat on the council.
Thanks.
No trouble?
We'll talk.
Capital.
Isn't it just dreadful? They've locked up an innocent creature. This is an outrage.
You seem pretty upset about this.
If the Krug didn't do anything criminal, it has the same rights as a human or goblin. You can always judge a society by how it treats its downtrodden.
Have you thought the Krug might be safer behind bars?
My children would be safer if I locked them in the basement, but I wouldn't dream of doing that.
I should be going.
Carry on. Spread...
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
This place is oddly quiet, with all our machines shut down. I wonder what's going on in the foundry.
Not so fast, Legionnaire. None shall pass this gate without the express authorization of the wise and beneficent Meisters of Stonebridge.
Meister Castle asked us to end the work stoppage in the foundry.
I apologize. I do not comprehend the terms work stoppage, general strike, or free will. I will let you pass now. In the future, we will avoid this topic of conversation. Enjoy your time in the foundry.
Can I interest you in a lightly used stray cat as a memento of your time in Stonebridge?
This place is oddly quiet, with all our machines shut down. I wonder what's going on in the foundry.
second? See, I built this automaton, and it might have gone into a bloodthirsty frenzy of violence. Maybe. If you could do me a favor, I figure it'd be in everyone's best interest if it got smashed up without involving the local authorities. Last thing I need is to have the Sweatcog brand name lose its immaculate reputation for safety.
Can't you just shut it off?
Oh, I thought of that. Problem is, I thought of that after I built the construct. So, the only off switch it's got involves smashing it.
We'll take care of it. Just tell us where it is.
Excellent. You'll find the automaton on the other side of town. Just try to deal with it before it causes too much trouble. If you stop it, come on back and I'll pay you for your efforts.
Oh, more legionnaires? Your friend is already in the crypts.
Friend? What friend?
I think he said his name was Lucas. I didn't realize he had others with him. I think I have another copy of my notes somewhere.
Notes? What is this all about?
I'm a scholar. I specialize in the history of the Legion. I have information on artifacts stolen from the Legion 30 years ago. I've kept track of certain looters who took their trophies to the grave. I gave Lucas my notes on which graves contain old Legion possessions. Here, these are copies of my notes. You should be able to track down both the artifacts and the Legionnaire if you hurry. Good luck.
Here are the stolen automatons. But where are they being sent, and why? Watch out! Again, thieves. My gutter was right. A mechanical bridge. It must be controlled by that lever. has rebuilt those automatons, and now they follow the thieves. Well done. Now let's find the master thief before he slips away.
Look, I'm sorry about your friend, but he... Hang on. You don't look like thieves. Who are you?
You're wearing Legion armor. Are you one of us? Or did you loot that armor from a grave?
Us? Are you saying you're from the Legion? But that can't be. You all died in the Rukenval. I was on my way north when I heard. A fire at my family's old estate. Walls caved in. Everyone dead. After all the stories, I feared I was the last.
Are you from a Legion family?
Sorry, I should have introduced myself properly. I'm Lucas. Montbaron.
You're the son of Hugh Montbaron. So the estate that burned down, that was yours.
My family's estate, not mine. I had no love for that place. No real memories of it either. Better that it's gone. We ought to put that part of our past behind.
What are you doing down here? Did Holtzman send you?
When I heard the news about the Legion, I came back to Stonebridge. Just sort of waited in front of the chapter house for a while. I thought some of the others might gather there, if they'd survived. That's where Holtzman found me. Seemed a bit mad to go looking for lost Legion artifacts, if I was the last of us. I'm not sure why I agreed.
It's the principle, isn't it? Those artifacts belong to the Legion.
Ha! I can practically hear Odo gnashing his teeth. Another idealist. Now I've got two of them. Truth be told, that's what the old Legion would have said. Back when principles counted for something.
Come with us. We're rebuilding the Legion, and we could use your help.
I'm at your service then. Been waiting all my life for a chance like this. If we're heading deeper into the crypts, we should watch for thieves. A few of them attacked me just before I met you. They're up to something down here. I don't know what.
Take you.
Well now, that's a great improvement.
You are finished.
I spent a small fortune hiring every cut, purse, footpad, and ruffian this side of Rukenval. Great deal of good it did me.
Hiding in the crypts was a good idea. I used to come here for some quiet myself in my undergraduate days.
Indeed. I'm an old collegium man myself. I'll be sure to treat your corpse with a little more respect. Enough. I know when I've met my match. Spare my life, and I'll go quietly.
If you tell us what you've been doing down here, the Meisters might not hang you.
The dapper old gent hired us to abscond with the city's automatons. We tear them up, turn them over to the gent, he pays us good coin. I guess he's selling the damn things on the black market, but it's none of my affair. It's hard to carry those metal brutes very far, so we set up here, in the crypts. The locals don't come down here. Not anymore.
One more question. How do I find the dapper old gent?
Best of luck to you, friend. I've sent people to follow him, but it's been no use. He's like a ghost. A man will trail him to a dead-end alley, and like that, he'll be gone. He finds me, I never seek him out.
Constables will be coming to arrest you. If you try to run, we'll hunt you down.
Did you see? That thief showed no fear of prison, even though he will certainly hang. The thief must be sure that something will happen, and someone will set him free.
So, my research was put to good use. I'm glad.
Hello there, friends. Looking for anything in particular?
We seem to have found something of yours. A shipment of goods.
Bless you. I was wondering what became of that shipment. I can't thank you enough.
We're glad to help. If you have any more trouble, our chapter house is always open to you.
Aye, the folks around here don't have a fine history with the Legion, but I hope that'll change. Now really, I must insist on paying you.
Sorry, my friends, the foundry is closed for an undefined amount of time. We do regret any inconvenience this may cause.
Meister Castle told us that your Cyclops workers have taken over the foundry.
The Cyclopses have gone mad. They've killed a few of our foremen, and the gears of the foundry have stopped. We spotted goblin agitators inside as well. And if that wasn't enough, the fire elementals that power our furnaces have gotten loose.
I need to ask you a few questions before I go inside.
Of course, anything. Just ask.
How exactly did these Cyclopses get into the foundry in the first place?
Oh, they've been here for years. And in all this time, they've tirelessly tended the foundry without complaint or commotion. This caught us all by surprise. One moment they were working peacefully, the next, wanton violence.
Do you have any idea why your workers would take over the foundry?
The Night Foreman? The man in charge when this uprising began? I'm afraid he's dead. All our efforts have gone into evacuating the wounded and making sure the Cyclopses don't escape into the city. We're short on facts.
These goblin agitators you mentioned, do you know who hired them or what their plan is?
They wore no official heraldry and made no statements of allegiance. We give tours of the foundry. I'm sure that's how they got in. The Cyclops... I don't want the Cyclopses eliminated. I just want them to go back to work. So find their leader and humble him. The sooner the foundry is back in operation, the better. If you can restart any of the gear works below, that would also be a great help.